today, so we didn't really do much in the way of warm-ups.
Yeah, and for all the other things, for standing and embrace, we have other videos that are up on the YouTube page, should you need to see them.
Cool. So today's a review of some of the stuff we did last week at Homer Christina. So everything is copyright Homer Christina. Read about any of this. First thing we did was the inline left turn. It was a modification of progressive left. Progressive left would normally look like this: side, back, back, side, forward, forward, side, together. Really easy, very simple. A better way to do this with more momentum involved and a little bit more skill would be to go forward, side, back. Then I'm going to step around my partner, have her step into me. Then I step in place, pivot, bring my partner around me, and walk out. So at full speed, it's going to look like this. Forward, side, back, around, side, forward. If I do this right, I really want to pull my partner around me far enough that I can stop right here and have the ability to walk right out. I don't want to fall out of that step. If I don't rotate far enough, what's going to happen is this. I step around like this. I exaggerated, but that's the easiest thing to make happen. It's bad.
We talked about how those forward steps, that cowboy step was really necessary, and for the follow to step directly in between the lady's legs, which is very comfortable, but we can make this comfortable. Yes. Now, yeah, okay.
Cool. So then we went ahead and moved on to our second move, which we don't have a name for. Looks like this. I modified it a little bit to make it slightly more palatable, easy. We take sneak attack step to the side. I snake around my partner. Then I'm going to do the same thing where I step around, drag to here, allow my partner to fully change weight. Then we can do whatever we want in terms of Molonete type stuff and walk out. See, I didn't go far enough around there, so reach for it. So once again, like this. There we go. The real key to this step is the split weight that happens here.
The split weight is where the follow, no, my heart. It's where the follow has weight on both feet, not one or the other. Often we'll talk about how you should only have weight be weighted on one foot so that you can pivot or take the next step. Whereas instead, Tango has a lot of color where you can kind of be split weight here, be able to move with both feet. And this is what makes the follow be able to stay here and then get get pulled into the bow.
Cool. Then the last thing we did was our new, apparently better, well, definitely better ocho cruzado. We've apparently been doing it wrong. So our typical ocho cruzados that we've been teaching look like this. Boom, 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 boom. You notice there's a lot of rotation in my chest. We have a modification of that. It's going to look like this. Boom. Walk it out. It's much more comfortable, requires a little bit more subtlety and skill, but definitely works out better. The keys here are, I make this first step very light. I'm not sending my partner far back onto that foot. It's a very small step. I step here, and I immediately cross behind like this, or hook behind really, and start bringing my follow around me to the right. As I unwind, especially once I reach right here, I make sure my hips stay parallel with my partner. So I pull and roll. And then I twist back the other way to make this happen. The next thing to think about would be that when you take that hook behind step, that's actually the first time you're leaning to the right. So I pull, the hook behind brings around. I give it a little bit more twist there to accentuate it.
It feels like this move has a bit more momentum. And going into the cortada part feels a lot more stable because you have all of the embrace and all of the lead facing the follow.
Cool. And of course, you still have the ability to do all of your embellishments and what have you. Whatever you want to do.
That was our lesson.
That was everything.